Hi there, lovely book people. I am going to share one of my favorite books that I read last year, The Smell of Other People's Houses. This is set in Alaska in 1970. It starts shortly before it became a USA state, during the transition time of that happening, and a little after it became a member of the USA. This is a book where we follow 4 different characters with very different lives. One character lost her father very young and has to deal with her mother that never got over losing her partner and father of her children. One girl that lives with an abusive father. Another character that tries everything that she can to please her parents. And the 4th one that runs away with his brothers to find a better home somewhere in Alaska. All 4 lives are very different, but somehow become entangled with each other and are always connected with Alaska and the way people live there. This is such a beautiful debut. The writing is so beautiful, so haunting. Sometimes it can feel like it is hugging you, making you feel all warm and cozy and so happy, and in the next moment it becomes so brutally honest and realistic that it kind of feels like it hits you with a brick in the face. All of that adds up to layers in this book that makes the story feel so different and so real and so extraordinary. The writing adds to everything, the plot and the characters, how it all happened and why and when. The writing connects it all, but at the same time it also brings something to the story simply for being as fantastic as it is. In a way, the writing kind of feels like it is another character in this book because it brings so much to the book. This book is not long at all. Actually, it is not even 300 pages. It gets to the point it wants to makes that point and moves on. And I think in many ways that is why this book is so impactful as it was for me. It didn't try to make you feel something. It just tells the story. It shares the life of the characters, what they're going through and what is happening. And either you feel the connection, either you understand what is happening and why it is impactful to the characters and to the story, or you don't. And I love that because sometimes authors get a little bit lost in just trying so hard in making you feel something. And this book doesn't do that at all. In some ways, it makes the reader kind of part of the story, or at least that is what it felt like to me, because it just kind of assumes you know some things or are just seeing what is happening simply because a few pages ago it told you what will be happening. So it doesn't repeat it simply because you are there. You just read it, so you have to know it. And I love that. It's such a unique story, not only because it's set in a small town in Alaska, where I don't think I ever read another book set in, but also because it tells such different stories in one book. All 4 characters are so different from one another. They have such different lives. They have such different experiences and dreams, but in a way it all fits together so wonderfully, so that while all 4 characters live through such different things and want such different things from their lives, it all kind of works together in a way that it all seems like every character brings something to the story in a way that none other can. Maybe because all of them have so much hope, so many dreams, so much they want to do and accomplish and manage to do in their lives. But at the same time, Alaska kind of keeps them captured and keeps them where they are and not being able to move forwards and to something different. It works. It's such a unique book, a very different kind of family saga that is not comparable to anything I ever read so far. This book might break your heart, but at the same time it also warms you up and hugs you in a way that makes you want to reread it right after finishing it, because I didn't want to leave this place. I didn't want to leave the town, those characters, their stories, their lives. I wanted to continue with that story. I didn't want to leave this book, and that happens so rarely that it was just so wonderful to have that. This book stays with you way after you finished it. It tells a story so quietly that while you read it, you might think this is okay, but where's the rest? But once you've finished it, it kind of all fits together. It clicks into place and you fell in love with the book, with the story, with the characters, with everything in it. I loved it. I highly, highly recommend it to anybody, especially those that love great writing, wonderful storytelling, and very unique characters and life stories. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful in some way. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and come chat with me in the comments. Thank you for for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. And until then, have a great day. Bye!